Something that's always baffled me is how there can be so many successful businesses that are basically in the same niche. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a particular store that I find pretty cool, and I think you guys will find pretty cool too, that has generated over $97 million per year in revenue and is totally crushing it in a pretty unique niche, but not super unique. You'll see what I mean in a second. So let's just not waste time here and let's just hop right into it. The store that I'm talking about is called Dolls Kill, and maybe some of the girls that watch this channel may know about this brand. There's not a lot of you out there, but you are definitely heard. And what they sell is basically a bunch of fashion items. However, they're particularly in a sector of fashion that you could consider like edgy fashion or like goth type of fashion, maybe e-girl fashion, whatever type of terminology you want to use. That's what this brand is under. So it's not just a traditional fashion brand. However, if we take a look at their traffic, we see that this is a very popping niche. I mean, look at this, 5.7 million monthly visitors. That's insane. That's so many visitors, so much money that is pumping through this store. And yeah, I actually found out that their revenue is estimated to be $97 million a year. So huge store, like giant store. And obviously, as you can see here, their catalog is insane. They're selling so many different things. I mean, they sell shoes, they sell, roller skates, all types of things. Now, what's kind of interesting as well is if we take a look at their shipping to the United States, their standard shipping is 5 to 10 days, which is a little bit suspicious. This kind of looks like drop shipping with an agent type of shipping times. So I'm thinking maybe what they do is a lot of their products, they just straight up drop ship from China. I'm not exactly sure about that, so take that with a grain of salt, but that's typically some of the shipping times that you see with stores that are drop shipping, but using a private sourcing agent. Now let's take a look at the brand a little bit just to see what they're all about. So this is their About Us page right here, the dolls. The dolls are the essence of our magic. They exhibit us at our most ornate, audacious, and expressive self, actively turning every outfit into a fully formed experience. To be a doll is to be in complete control, dictating yourself on your own terms. Pick and choose the elements from each one of the dolls that strike you the most within this moment, within this outfit. It may be one doll, it may be all 6. They're really adding a ton of story to this brand. I mean, you can see it very, very clearly. Let's take a look at the Mercy doll, for example. When you click the Mercy doll, it shows you all kinds of different clothing that identify with that specific doll. This is actually pretty cool, and that's what I was saying at the beginning. Like, there's a lot of storytelling involved with this brand, and it's clearly reflected in their About Us page and just their overall product choices here. So let's say we click a different doll. Let's click Coco, for example. We get a whole different vibe, but all within the same store. So by doing this, by creating these dolls, these characters, they're able to basically have like 6 different niches within one store, but it's all fashion at the end of the day. So super cool concept. I actually really love that. I think it's really cool. And you could do something really interesting in the future with NFTs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically the premise of the brand. It's super interesting, super cool. Their product pages are pretty normal, nothing really too exciting. They do have a sales timer, which is kind of interesting. I mean, you'd think that doesn't work, but I think with stores at this level, maybe it does because they have such a big catalog. But their timer is pretty clean. I mean, it is in your face, but it's like very well positioned. So as you can see on a mobile view, this looks super clean. Like, this is very well designed. I love these tall images, and the add to cart button just right there. Something you see too is like they're using rounded numbers for a lot of their products, which looks kind of clean. They got the tabs. Everything is pretty simple aside from that. Like, it's not too complicated. They just have a huge variety of products that they're adding into their product pages. So that works for a fashion brand. Obviously, you normally wouldn't want to do that, I would say, if you want to increase your conversion rate, because it does distract people. But for something like this, it definitely works out. Now, their Instagram, here is where we get pretty crazy. So obviously, their Instagram is one of their biggest social media pages. They're posting a ton of content. They're getting a good amount of engagement. They're using Reels. They're doing just everything that you can imagine on Instagram. And because of that, they have 3.8 million followers. So pretty cool. Now, they are posting a lot on TikTok too now. So they got 1.6 million on here. Their engagement isn't that crazy though. So I don't know how they have so many followers. I'm guessing it's because they're running a ton of ads. a lot of Spark ads and stuff like that, but maybe they could be doing a little bit better there. And then not surprisingly, on Pinterest, they got over 10 million monthly viewers. So Pinterest is an obvious choice for posting your stuff on when it comes to fashion. So if you're not doing that, you're definitely missing out on some nice organic traffic. They also started posting a lot on Facebook. So as you can see, they're posting videos on here and getting a ton of reach, like 2.4K shares. That's a lot of shares. And it's super interesting. They're going hard for Pride Month. They also got a YouTube channel. They're not doing too crazy on here, which is not surprising. Not a lot of brands are utilizing YouTube that much, but still pretty interesting. Now, lastly, let's take a look at some of their ads, because I'm guessing that that is how they're getting a lot of their sales. I mean, obviously organically as well, but so surprisingly, they're actually not running a lot of Facebook ads. So I figured they would run a ton of Facebook ads, but I'm not seeing it. I think they're only running a retargeting ad talking about, 70% off. So just a very simple retargeting image ad. And that's about it. I don't know what to think of that. I'm guessing it's because they're probably running a lot of TikTok ads, or maybe focusing their ad budget into other platforms that are maybe cheaper. TikTok is definitely something like that, and I could see TikTok being a much better platform for them to advertise on. And also Pinterest. I think Pinterest could be pretty good for them. Yeah, so weirdly enough, their social network distribution is pretty split. I mean, they're getting a lot of traffic from YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. So they're actually a really omnipresent brand. That's actually really cool to see. Especially Reddit. I mean, I didn't expect that, but I'm guessing it's because, they're probably running Reddit ads, and then on YouTube, they're probably running YouTube ads, but then also doing a lot of influencer collaborations and stuff like that. But super interesting stuff, guys. I mean, that's why I love to look at these brands. It's so interesting to see how they're becoming so successful. I think from this brand, what I loved the most was just the concept of the different dolls. I thought that was pretty dope. You gotta admit, that's pretty creative. So let me know what you think though. I wanna know your opinion on this stuff. It's so crazy to see how fashion is such a nuts space in terms of like how big it is and how many brands operate at such a high level within it. So yeah, that's basically all I got for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, subscribe for more. Make sure you check out the links in the description, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next time. Peace.